Campbell tested positive for COVID, and the fight's gonna be either postponed or maybe I get another opponent replacing him. So it's just devastating news today, and it's just something that I gotta deal with.
It's just little tests here and there, little obstacles to jump over, and nothing's gonna stop me. I wanted to go to Victorville to see my uncle, to see my old boxing gym, and just to visit my old town, my old roots. They think Campbell could do something. I need him so I could shut up people and tell them I'm the real deal. Yeah, I have no clue when I'm fighting. I'm kind of in the dark right now, so what better time to take advantage of that and head back to Victorville, kind of just to reflect on where I came from.
Come on, Henry, let's go. You're holding up the show here.
It's just gonna bring like a lot of memories and where I started, and Victorville is just gonna remind me of where I was before and why I work so hard.
The day you forget where you come from is the day that may be the beginning of the end. And one thing about Ryan is that he will never forget.
It's time to go to Victorville. Let's go.
My sisters are Demi and Sasha and Kayla. Demi is a fighter. She has that grit to her, that feistiness, and she has a sweet heart. She's very strong. She's a very strong, independent woman.
We're good at bringing each other down to earth when we need to, and just remember who we are and where we grew up and our morals and our values. We all try to remind each other that.
Sasha is a very creative person and very deep in her feelings and very emotionally connected within herself. She's also very loving and caring, and she makes sure that everybody around her is okay first.
Ryan does struggle with work-life balance because since he's been doing this since he was 7, 8 years old, it's kind of hard to detach that work ethic from your personality. It kind of almost becomes you.
We've all struggled together where you lost, you got it back, and in that process, you learn what's really important in life.
We try to keep our family close together because at the end of the day, that's really all we have.
If I go down grab or up grab, I can get that.
When we got married, we were doing very well. We bought our first home. Henry was so excited. We moved to a little place called Hunter's Ridge. Really lovely place.
All I
Beating
remember,
up the little boy.
I remember beating up a kid here. I remember running around this neighborhood and just training in the garage. But other than that, I mean, I have little memory here. It's kind of like a glimpse living here.
When we first came here, we were so excited because Ryan could train and Sean could breathe better.
Yeah.
And I remember Henry and I going into the model home sales room and the guy saying, you guys are gonna make just as much money here with this house that you made from your other house. And we were like, yeah, Henry.
We're all happy.
We're happy, we
yeah,
signed. Right when we bought the home, like a year after, the economy crashed and we crashed.
There was days where we didn't really eat. You know, we just had to live paycheck to paycheck. I know that my family did their best for me not to really see all that, and we just kind of focused on boxing.
When the market crashed, well, I lost my job. I had somebody knock on this door and say, hey, are you Henry Garcia? And I'm like, yeah, I am. Well, we just bought your house, and we're gonna give you $3,000 for your keys. And I was like, what? That person knocked on my door and just shattered my whole life from that point. And that's when things started going downhill.
We sold that house when we moved to Victorville.
I thank my parents for protecting me to not really be a part of that, but I knew they were struggling.
My mom was working a lot, so I basically helped raise them, and I was always like super close to them. You know, they always looked up to me and thought like I had all this money, you know, just because I took them out to get ice cream or something.
I think about those times as a kid. Are you gonna eat? What are we gonna eat? What's there to eat? You don't know if you're gonna be able to get out of that situation.
My brother has always been dedicated to boxing his whole entire life, like every day. Just how young he is, seeing how far he's gotten. Sorry. It's crazy. He's like providing so much for his family, you know?
What you're seeing here is a young fighter trying to become a man. That's the beauty of this thing. That's the beauty of the story. Does he get there?
When we really needed money, I go to Walmart, say I had a fight coming up and I need some donation. And I would go out there.
Why? You had to eat before you fight.
I had to eat. There was no fight. I just had to eat, period.
I was worried because their whole sense of security had been shaken, you know, went from living in a beautiful home to just living in a different neighborhood now and adjusting to that. And, you know, it was very difficult.
It humbles you and it humbles my heart and just knows what I had to go through to get here. And if you look back, it was tough, but to me, I was just a kid in love with boxing.
My brother, he basically gave Brian his foundation. Him and I boxed, and he was like the root of boxing.
That's where it all started.
Hey, what's up, brother? What's up? Welcome home, baby. Coming back where it started.
Yes, sir.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. I had no doubt.
I love my Uncle Sergio. Without him, I wouldn't be where I am today. He's the one that I always call up after all my fights. He's just my confidence booster. He was the first one to make me feel invincible. He made me feel like I was better than everybody, and I didn't think I was.
It's the old bag. That's the original bag. But I put an ugly guy there now.
Yeah, he still hasn't broke yet. I thought it would break by now. He just thought I was badass. Like, he just thought I was the fastest kid in the room. So I ended up being the fastest kid in the room, but I didn't think I was. And then he would also be honest with me too when I wasn't doing as good. I just got a call from Oscar. He was like, yo, tell me some good news. I was like, ain't no good news. I was like, oh man. And then he just said, Campbell got COVID. Okay, what does that mean? Like, are we gonna fight
Well, that means
still?
you saved his life.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he don't have to face you. You're worse than Koba.
No, for real.
There's no coming back from you. You're gonna be retiring people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to know we could still get this fight going on because I need him so I could shut up people and tell them I'm the real deal. So
Right.
they think Campbell could do something and they think that he could beat me.
Campbell's in trouble.
Campbell's gonna turn into some soup and that's it.
Campbell's in trouble. Gervonta Davis is in trouble.
Man, we could name them all.
Yeah.
But it all started right here though. It did.
What did you see in him as a little boy boxing, and now that you see him here?
He is what I thought he was back then. Perfect.
It started with baseball. That was crazy.
Well, we're gonna hit a home run.
I asked you, I was like, man, I need a sport one-on-one because I hate this team.
I lost many times.
I hated that.
I got a team that, you know, I didn't get a scholarship for basketball. I didn't get a scholarship for baseball. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
I don't have fun in losing though.
Yeah,
so.
my dad was from Mexico, so he never came with the experience that I had as being an American Mexican. It took a generation or two to figure it out, and now it's you. So everybody is watching you, and yet you gotta pass it
I
on.
think success drives Ryan. He's always wanted to be successful and have stability.
He wants to be the best at everything he does. He's always been kind of an overachiever at everything, even before boxing. And I don't think it was in competition with anyone else. I think it was just within himself to feel like, how far can I push myself? How much can I do?
When I was a kid, I didn't believe any of that. I just thought that I was just pretty good. But then throughout the years, just seeing it, studying the game, I'm like, man, these dudes
are in trouble.
They're in trouble.
They're in trouble.
But you made me believe that I was invincible, that I got something different than all these other kids.
Oh yeah.
And it was starting
And then
to show.
once it started, like I started getting older and I started just being in the ring with them, I'm like, they're a step behind somewhere.
Yeah.
I just kept feeling it. And now I'm at this point where I believe every word that you say.
Beautiful.
And
yeah.
I am that person.
Muy orgullosa.
Very proud of him.
Very proud.
Very proud. So I bless Henry and Lisa for what they did because they definitely, if it wasn't for us three,
Us three, the nucleus.
then you know, you'd probably be watching TV at a bar right now. Hey, another drink, give me another one, give me another one.
I could have been there.
I could have been somebody.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Look at this.
Look
This is
at
where it all
it,
started.
Back in the day.
Back in the day when Ryan was like 7 years old.
It actually was
Oh,
this
yeah,
store
it's
at
here,
first.
There he is. All right. All right.
Nah, this is some real
Hey,
memories.
yeah.
Nah, this is my first ever gym.
Sitting down here plenty of time.
This is real memories right here. This
This
is like
is the root
I remember sparring
his
this.
training right here. This is where it all started.
When Ryan steps in the ring, every time he steps in the ring, I know. I know as a mother what my son does for a living. I know how dangerous it is. You know, boxing can be short-lived. I've had dear friends whose sons have been very hurt in boxing. I just pray every time, not just for Ryan, but for both boxers, that when they get out of that ring, that they're safe and they get to go home to their families. But I cry because it's not only the dangers in the ring. There's times where I sit there and cry and say, God, you know, I tell Ryan, I've even asked, is this what you really want? I hope to God that you're doing it for you. I know sometimes they say, oh, we do it for our family, and I don't know. I just want to make sure that he's doing it because he wants to do it. I even ask him to this day, and he gets mad at me because he knows I know he loves doing it. But I always want to reassure him and myself that if there's ever a time where he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't have to do this. You know, he doesn't have to get in that ring.
Man, this brings back a lot. This brings back more than I thought I was gonna bring. Cause I just like, I closed my eyes and I could see it just how I was out here. And you want to be out of that situation so bad. And the dream is there, but it's like, can it really be there? Can this really happen? Can it happen to me? Every day I work to not go back.
He will never forget what got him here, what gets him, what drives him. What drives him is sleeping in his car in Victorville and really not having many resources to get by on a daily basis. That's what drives him. So you must never, ever forget.
It definitely makes me feel emotional. I just remember, man, it took a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of tears, a lot of sacrifice. And you just don't know. You know, as a kid, you don't know. You don't know if you don't have the best speed bag. You don't know if you got the best gloves, but it was just fun. And now, to look where I'm at now, it just shows me I know where I came from. Makes me appreciate everything that much more. And I'm thankful for everything, for all the lessons I learned, for all the moments I had here. It's a big moment. It's a big moment for me right now. Doing those days, I just felt like I was gonna be something great. I was telling everybody, I'm gonna be a superstar. You're gonna see. I don't care where I'm from.
If you're gonna succeed in life, you have to understand you're gonna fall. And the important thing is, can you get up from it?
Our house over here don't exist no more.
That was our neighbor, actually.
There's the water tank right there.
No, that's the water tank we used.
Yeah.
I just love that we all pulled together. Even when the family around us was like, what are you doing? All you do is do boxing. Well, one day my boy's gonna be up there on that screen. He's gonna be fighting in that ring one day.
This is where I had to become creative here, because I'm thinking, okay, well, I can't build a ring here. So I looked at the shack, and I thought, well, maybe I could level the dirt here.
My dad found some green turf in the desert, laid it up, put a bag up, put another bag up, and we just worked out. And it was hot. It was, that place, you talk about hot.
Dad was so proud.
I was so proud.
I was working at the library,
Yeah.
and he called me. I built the gym. You gotta see it when you get home.
And I tell you, we just didn't miss a beat, because when I told the kids, all right, you ready to work out? They said, where? I said, come check this out. They were like, oh, wow, this is cool, Dad, this is cool.
You know, I just remember those times where I just loved to do it, so I didn't care where I was at. And just looking back, it's like, man, I love this sport. I love it, and I've been loving it.
But the thing I remember most about all these things that we visited today, there's just one common thing that's always been there, and that's just boxing and family.
That's right.
And I think that even where I'm at today is still like that, boxing and family. So no matter where I was, whether it be here in the middle of nowhere with a shack full of 5 kids with 2 bedrooms or 1, that no matter what, it was always boxing and family that kept us together.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's always gonna be that way. So no matter what happens in life, whether I become
Yeah, persevere.
a billionaire, as long as I have boxing and family, I think I'm gonna be a happy man. And
Joy.
That's all that
Joy,
matters.
peace, right? Love you.
And now let's go with Luke Campbell.
And now it's time to go to war, January 2nd. I'm ready to punish Luke Campbell. I keep saying it, that's the word for this fight. Punishment, breaking bones, breaking noses, breaking faces. It's time to get ready.